So, I want to start today's deep dive by talking directly to you.
Yeah, directly to the listener.
Exactly. Because if you are feeling lost right now, um, this is for you. Maybe you don't really know what you're doing with your life.
Or maybe your English just feels totally stuck.
Right. It's that feeling where maybe everyone around you looks like they're moving forward and you just feel like you're standing perfectly still.
It's a heavy feeling
It really is.
Yeah.
So right now, wherever you are, just take a slow breath.
because being lost is not a weakness.
No. Actually, what we're going to talk about today is how it's a sign that you are growing.
And nobody talks about this part.
They really don't. The confusing part.
The quiet part. The part where literally nothing seems to make any sense.
Which brings us to the source material we are unpacking today. It's this fascinating piece called The Silent Alchemy of Fluency. And it's nominally about language learning, but really it's a roadmap for navigating uncertainty in general.
Yeah, the core mission of this deep dive is to look at why confusion is actually completely necessary for clarity.
Because we are so obsessed with the loud part of success. Right.
Absolutely, the highlight reel.
Right. We see the success stories. We see these incredibly confident speakers. We see fluent English or a perfect career transition.
But we don't see the years of doubt behind them.
No. And the source makes this so clear. Every single fluent speaker you admire was once confused.
They forgot words.
They translated in their head.
They felt embarrassed, probably constantly.
Mm-hmm. And the only difference between them and you, they didn't stop during the lost phase.
Right, they just kept going. But it's hard. I mean, right now, you might feel incredibly behind.
But the text asks this brilliant question. Behind compared to who?
Such an important question. Because social media just completely warps our perception of this. It shows you highlights, not real life.
Exactly. People post results. They don't post practice.
No one posts a video of themselves stumbling over a basic sentence for 10 minutes.
Right. Or staring blankly at a page because they don't understand the grammar. And because of that, we think progress is supposed to be this visible daily victory.
When in reality, progress in English or any major life skill is mostly invisible at first.
For a really long time, it feels like nothing is happening.
You listen, but you still don't understand everything.
Mm-hmm.
You study, but you still can't speak smoothly.
You practice, but you still make mistakes.
And this right here, this is what the source calls the silent stage.
The silent stage. I love that term.
It's brilliant. And the author argues that it is actually the most important stage of the entire process.
Well, let's unpack that, because when I hear silent, I think stagnant. I think I'm doing something wrong.
Right, we panic. But the text uses this great analogy of how children learn a language.
Oh, yeah, the child analogy.
Think about it. For months, sometimes over a year, they just listen.
Quietly.
Absorbing everything.
With absolutely no pressure.
No pressure, no judgment, and crucially, no comparison. A baby isn't looking at another baby thinking, man, his babbling is way more advanced than mine.
That's true.
They just exist in that silent stage.
Yeah.
And then one day, they speak.
And what's fascinating is that the source explains how your adult brain works the exact same way, biologically.
Yes, the neuroscience here is really cool. Even when you feel totally lost, your brain is actively building connections.
It's downloading.
Exactly. Even when you feel slow, your brain is adapting. Even when you feel stuck, your brain is learning.
So the problem isn't that you're failing.
No.
The problem is that you just expect fast results.
And who can blame us? We live in an incredibly fast world.
Fast internet,
Fast food.
fast entertainment. We want next day delivery on our personal growth.
But language and real transformation, that is slow growth.
The source compares it to planting a tree, which I think is just the perfect visual.
It really is. You plant the seed and you water it daily.
But you don't dig it up every single week to check if it's growing.
Because if you do that, you kill the roots.
Yeah.
You completely disrupt the process.
Right. You have to trust what's happening under the soil. So if you're feeling lost right now, maybe you're just in the growing season.
Growing season. I love framing it that way.
It takes the shame out of it. Maybe this really uncomfortable feeling just means you're stretching.
Yes. Maybe this confusion means you are actually learning.
In fact, the text makes a really bold claim here. It says there is something deeply powerful about not knowing.
Because when you feel lost, you're open.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel unsure, you're searching.
You aren't running on autopilot anymore.
Exactly. When you feel confused, you are finally paying attention to the friction. You are engaging with the material.
Okay, but let's get practical for a second because being in the growing season is fine, paying attention is fine, but it still feels paralyzing. People get stuck in this silence because they don't know what to do next.
They get hit with the myth of the perfect plan.
Right. You feel like you need a flawless 10-step roadmap before you can even open your mouth.
But right now, you don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to know everything.
And you definitely don't need to compare yourself to anyone.
All you need is one small step,
Just one.
one page,
One podcast.
10 minutes of practice.
Hmm?
Because the source lays out this specific formula for breaking the paralysis, and it is entirely based on micro actions.
Let's walk through that formula because this completely changed how I view progress.
So it's a chain reaction. First, consistency builds direction.
Okay.
Second, direction builds clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Third, clarity builds confidence.
I want to repeat that for the listener because it's so critical. Consistency builds direction. Direction builds clarity. Clarity builds confidence.
Note of the order of operations there.
Right. Confidence is at the very end of the chain.
Exactly. Clarity comes after confusion. Confidence comes after doubt,
Yeah.
not before.
But we always wait for the confidence. We say, oh, I'll speak up in the meeting when I feel confident in my English.
Which is completely backward. You will never feel confident until you've consistently stumbled through the awkward phase, figured out your direction, and gained clarity.
You have to act while you are still full of doubt.
Yes, most people quit when they feel lost.
Mm.
They hit that doubt and they interpret it as a stop sign.
But the people who grow, they stay.
They stay in the discomfort. They keep listening.
Keep reading.
They keep trying.
Not perfectly.
Just consistently.
And that leads to the final, incredibly provocative realization from this deep dive. The author says that if you just stay consistent through the silent stage, one day you look back and realize
You were never truly lost.
you are just becoming someone new.
It's beautiful. Because transformation always feels like destruction when you're in the middle of it.
It feels messy. It feels like you don't know who you are.
But you are literally just under construction.
So, if you are listening to this right now, if you are feeling lost today, please don't panic.
Pause.
Breathe.
Remind yourself that growth feels uncomfortable.
Remind yourself that confusion is temporary.
And remind yourself that progress is happening quietly, right there under the soil.
You are not late.
You are not behind.
You are not incapable.
You are just in progress.
So keep going, just one small step at a time.
And one day soon, the path that looks so blurry right now, it will become clear.
Stay patient.
Stay consistent.
And trust the process. You are not lost. You're learning.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
Take care, everyone.